Hello student, unit number 8, input output organization. In this unit we have studied two topics in previous lecture, input output interface and input output processor. So input output processor or input output interface, there is the major point is data transfer. So data transfer, it is synchronous as well as asynchronous. In this lecture video we have studied asynchronous data transfer. Okay, so first of all we can understand what is the asynchronous data transfer. Okay, asynchronous data transfer, it is a one type of scheme. It is used when the speed of the input output devices do not match with the processor or CPU or microprocessor, and the timing characteristics of the IO devices is not predictable. We cannot predictable that time. This method, the process is initiate the devices and check if it is available. So here it is, we can say that we can check its status. As the result, the status, the device is available active, then we can transfer the information, otherwise we cannot transfer the information. So CPU has to wait till IO devices is ready to transfer the data or not. When the device is ready, the CPU uses instruction for the input output transfer. So in this method there is the two technique we can use. First is, you can see that the strobe, and second is hand checking. Asynchronous data transfer between the two independent units require control signal to be transferred between the communicate unit to indicating the time at which data is being transmitted. Okay, so by there is two ways, strobe and hand checking. Now in this strobe we can employ signals to of control, and strobe can be initiated by source or destination. By the use of the strobe we can initiate the source or destination. Now you can see that in this block diagram, source unit and destination unit, there is the strobe line, and this is the data bus. So data bus, it is multiple, whereas strobe is only one. Now source is initiated to the transfer the information. Okay, so here strobe, it cannot send signals, then the destination is off. Whenever the source is send a signal by the use of the strobe, then the destination is active. Okay, so this is the data transfer between the source unit to destination by the use of the source initiated. Okay, so in this scheme you can see that this, if the here the data is transferred between the source to destination. This is the timing diagram of the source to destination transformation of the initiated strobe. Okay, the data bus is carries the binary information. So here binary information is transferred to the source to destination. So here multiple lines we can use, and the multiple lines can transfer the byte or word. So the the strobe is single line. Here we can see that the strobe is single lines, whereas data bus is multiple line, and when the valid data word is available or not. The timing diagram, it is also said that the source unit first place when the data on the data bus. If data is available, then the information can be on data bus and strobe signals remains active. If the data is empty, then the strobe, so this signal is becomes down. Okay, so this signal is deactivate when the data is not available, but if data is available and transformed, then the strobe is active. Okay, so this is the source initiated strobe. Then second way, it is second type, destination initiated strobe. So destination initiated strobe, there is in this method destination units actives the stop pulse to informing the source to the provides the data. Okay, so here the source will respond by placing the request of the binary information to in the on the database. The data must be valid and remain in the bus a long enough the destination until to accept it. If destination is not accept, then the source is unvalid. Okay, so when the accepted the destination unit, then the disable the stop, and the stop becomes disable. So we can say that the stop is unactive, and the source unit remove the data from the bus. Okay, so here you can see that this is the block diagram of this destination initiated stop, and this is the timing diagram. Okay, so here the disadvantage is the stop method is that the source until initiated the transfer has no way knowing the know the whether the destination until they actually receive the data item or not. So here we can not say that the 100% data is transfer or not. Okay, so source is no responsible for the data transformation if the destination is take the data particular correct or not. So this is the disadvantage. So destination unit initiated the transfer has no way know the whether the source unit actually placed on the data bus or not. So by the use of the handshaking method we can solve this particular disadvantage. Okay, so second way is source initiated handshaking. Okay, the handshaking method solve the problem stop method by introducing the second control unit provides reply the initiated to the transfer. You can see that the here source and destination we can use the data bus, data is valid, then the data is accepted. So here response, or we can say that the handshake of this data to be transfer. Okay, so here we can say that the correct data is transfer and particular location. So here if we can send the data, then the data bus send the data. If data is valid, then the destination is accept and give the response to the source. Response give to the destination give to the response and send to the source. Okay, so this is the timing diagram. The data is valid, then the data valid, so this is the timing diagram, and data is accepted. Here you can see that the source unit and destination unit placed on the data enables the data is valid, and destination unit accept the data from the enables the data accept. If disable data valid, then the invalid the data on the bus and display the data accept ready to the accept data initial state and go to the initial state. So this is the source initiated handshake. Okay, now second method in this handshake, there is the source unit and destination unit. So here data bus data is valid or not, then the it's ready for the data transfer. Here you can say that the destination start the that destination is start to the data is valid or not and ready to the transfer the information. This is the timing diagram, and this is the sequence events how to perform this handshaking method. Okay, so this is the asynchronous data transfer. Thank you.